So I would like to say that the campus is small, but the important thing is that it's quite self-sufficient. Workload तो बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, especially in second year and third year बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. You have to work hard, and the thing is, if you want to be at least average or above average student, you have to work hard, because you are not among some any group of students. You are among the best, and if you want to perform best among the best, you have to give in some efforts. You see, in the old IITs, this is the hierarchy कि seniors ऊपर, juniors work for them, don't work with them. And
Yeah.
that's what this nation IITs give you as an incentive. So you get to work along with them. You work hand in hand. I guess the average placement for the last season was around 12 or 15 lakhs. Why do you remember a fest, or why do you remember that you had done this? Because you are there in the entire process, and seeing it implemented with your own eyes, it was quite some view, and that is something which will carry when you go out of the campus. And I would be committing a crime saying that एक बार IIT में आ जाओ and then life is chill.
सो हे गाइज, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। और आज की इस वीडियो में हम करने जा रहे हैं आईआईटी धारवाड़ का रिव्यू। और आईआईटी धारवाड़ का रिव्यू हम करवाएंगे आईआईटी धारवाड़ के ही एक स्टूडेंट से जिनका नाम है ऋषित। तो यार बेसिकली हमने एक इनिशिएटिव ले रखा है जिसमें हम इंडिया के सारे आईआईटीज़, एनआईटीज़ एंड ट्रिपल आईटीज़ कॉलेज रिव्यू कर रहे होंगे, और ये सारे कॉलेज रिव्यू हम करवाएंगे उन्हीं के कॉलेज स्टूडेंट से। तो अगर आप हमें सपोर्ट करना चाहते हो तो हमारे चैनल को ज़रूर से यार सब्सक्राइब कर लेना और इस वीडियो को भी लाइक कर देना, ठीक है। और ये वीडियो थोड़ी सी बड़ी हो सकती है, तो हमने सारे क्वेश्चंस टाइम स्टैम्प के साथ डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल दिए। अगर किसी पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन में आप स्किप करना चाहो तो आप वो भी कर सकते हो, ठीक है। सो बिना किसी देरी के यार इस वीडियो को करते हैं स्टार्ट इंट्रो के बाद।
सो हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। तो यार आज की इस वीडियो में हम रिव्यू करेंगे आईआईटी धारवाड़ का, और आईआईटी धारवाड़ के कॉलेज का रिव्यू हम उन्हीं के कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट से करवाएंगे। तो आज उस कॉलेज के रिव्यू के लिए आज हमारे साथ है ऋषित, जो कि अपने कॉलेज की सारी इंसाइट शेयर करेंगे रिगार्डिंग दी आईआईटी धारवाड़। तो वीडियो स्टार्ट करने से पहले एक छोटा सा उनका इंट्रोडक्शन ले लेते हैं। सो लेट अस इंट्रोड्यूस ऋषित।
You mentioned, I study at IIT Dharwad, and I'm going from third year to fourth year in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I work in cybersecurity and compliance. So this is what my introduction would be. So I would like to keep it short and crisp.
सो मेरा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये कि वाई डिड यू चूज़ दिस कॉलेज, यानी कि आईआईटी धारवाड़ कॉलेज ही क्यों चूज़ करा आपने अबव ऑल द ऑप्शंस यू आर गेटिंग?
I had received a rank of around 3.5K in my JEE Advanced, and I was going through the options I had. So मेरे पास options थे IIT Madras Material Science, IIT Gandhinagar Electrical and all. But I had some inclination towards computer science and engineering, but that was a small trade-off कि I had to go to a third generation IIT. But I thought कि let's take the chance, and luckily I got an opening rank in my college. So yeah, that worked out well for me. And it's a nascent IIT, so I thought कि थोड़ा ज़्यादा opportunities रहेगा inside IIT coming over here. And again, it is nearer to my home as well, and it is well connected with Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune, etc. So I thought that's why it would be a good option for me.
सो आईआईटी धारवाड़ के बारे में इंटरनेट पे उतनी ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन मेरे को भी देखने को नहीं मिली, तो अब कॉलेज के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के बारे में जान लेते हैं। तो जब आप पहली बार आईआईटी धारवाड़ के अंदर गए थे तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कैसा लगा, एंड अबाउट द लैब्स, लाइब्रेरी एंड कैंपस की ब्यूटी, कैसा है कैंपस, वो एक बार डिस्क्राइब कर दो आप।
Okay, so the present campus is a temporary campus. It's called Valmi, and it's 140 acres. It's lush green. It's very beautiful campus. It's way outside the city, so you don't have all the clangor. The climate is very placid, so it's very good over there. So the first time I had gone there, it was raining. It was all hodgepodge. Nobody knew anyone. All confused faces, And then it's the first day, and I have actually stayed in hostel, so I didn't feel that much when my parents were leaving. But then I saw many people were crying over there and all. So these are the things, the first day vibes तुम लोग को आती है. Later on, the administration was quite helpful. All the registration process was done quite smoothly and all. So that's where they gave us all the introduction about and orientation about IIT. So they said that a new campus is being built around our present campus. It's 500 acres. All the facilities will be there. It will be built in around 3 to 4 years, but it's still under progress. I guess it's 50% done or something. Yeah, so that was the pretty much first day for me. So I would like to say that the campus is small, but the important thing is that it's quite self-sufficient. You might not know that, but the campus intake as compared to other IITs is lesser, on the less side. So it's like around 120, 140, or 160 ranges. So in proportion to that, the campus size is sufficient enough, and all the academic facilities, मुझे तो लगता है it's everything there. So labs, we have all physics lab, chemistry lab, electrical lab, workshop, KDOM, heat transfer, computer labs. We have two computer labs, in fact. So academic wise, I have not felt any deficiency in my college.
ओके, सो एज यू सेड कि आपका कॉलेज अभी बन रहा है, तो अभी कैंपस मतलब कहाँ पे है? किसी कॉलेज के अंडर आता है वो आईआईटी धरवाड़?
नो. सो पहले ये इंस्टीट्यूट एक वाल्मी नाम का इंस्टीट्यूट था, वाटर एंड लैंड मैनेजमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट धारवाड़, एंड दैट उनका कैंपस को खाली करके IIT was fixed over this campus temporarily till the new campus is being built. And the new campus is thoda far, like around 10 kilometers or maybe 8-10 kilometers away from us. So I guess it will be 7 to 8 years from 2016 till that new campus, is built in its good enough phase where they can transit students over there. But I feel that this campus is good till we graduate. We have everything what we need.
It's fulfilling all the requirements you need.
Yeah, exactly. So most of the things are there anyways. Plus the number of students are less. So according to that, we don't have stampede as such. कि धक्का मुक्की नहीं होता. I have seen IIT Bombay. I have been to IIT Bombay for my inter-IITs and all. The campus is relatively less, but the strength is so high. Everywhere you go, you will face a huge crowd coming in. You have to wait for longer time, and it's very hodgepodge. In comparison to that, I feel that our campus is quite placid. It's calm, quiet and calm. You enjoy staying there.
सो नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द फीस ऑफ योर कॉलेज. तो आईआईटी धारवाड़ की फ़ीस कितनी है, एंड इफ़ एनीवन नॉट एबल टू अफोर्ड द फीस, सो आर देयर एनी स्कॉलरशिप्स देयर?
I know about the general category. It's around. See, since it's a government institute, the fees is not as much as the private institutes. So it's around 1.4 lakhs for a semester for a student, a general student, and that includes tuition fees, the cost of staying in hostels, the gymkhana fees, mess fees. Everything is included in that. For OBC, I guess it's 50%, and SC/ST are quite exempted from giving the tuition fees. And yeah, for the economical weaker section, they have scholarship. There are some compliances, like you're supposed to show your income tax returns and they verify it, and then you get the scholarship. There's some process. I haven't actually anytime applied, so I'm not quite aware of that. But many of my friends are, part of that. For general students, there is no as such scholarship explicitly, but it might come up in.
So it's a new college यार, तो can you tell our viewers what are the annual intake and about the branches there? How many branches are there of engineering?
Yeah, so all the core 3 branches like computer science, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering is there. And for my batch, the intake was around 120 students. For my junior batch, it was around 140, I guess. And for my 2 years junior students, I guess it's around 150, 160. I'm not quite sure. So that's the intake. So we have all the 3 core branches, plus we have this MS program and PhD program as well. So those have some additional um, departments like biotechnology and some physics masters, chemistry masters. So some other profound uh, disciplines are there as well for PhD and MS students. But for B.Tech, there as for now there are only 3 departments. They might be adding one more in the coming up years.
Okay, so now let's talk about the college professors. I mean, कैसा पढ़ाते हैं वो and how do you find them and workload कितना
So
रहता है उसका एक idea.
okay, if professors are good, like they're intellectually very good, I'm sure they would have much more knowledge in their own subjects. But sometimes it happens, no, that a professor cannot actually deliver what he has, what he knows. So sometimes there are some anomalies, like they can't actually express. But when you go one-on-one to conversation with them, they help you very much. So that's where you come to know that okay, this professor knows much more stuff than he could explain in class properly. So yeah, but in general, the professors are really good, and I have seen other colleges like general colleges, local colleges, and NITs, their curriculum and our curriculum. So the main difference is the in-depth analysis. Yeah, so the level till which they teach you, and that quite understanding is required if you want to make something innovative, or you expect the students to have that type of understanding and make something innovative. So that level of teaching is obviously there. It has to be there if you're teaching one of the best. And apart from that, वर्कलोड तो बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, especially in second year and third year बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. This is, this is what I think the conventional Indian parents say, that कि एक बार IIT में जाओ and then फिर life chill है. I'm sure everybody के साथ ऐसा ही होता है. Yeah, but it's not quite that same here. You have to work hard. And the thing is, if you want to be at least average or above average student, you have to work hard, because you are not among some any group of students. You are among the best, and if you want to perform best among the best, you have to give in some efforts. Yeah, so the competition is cutthroat. It's good competition. It's healthy. It's very high competition, as I would say. The workload is very much hectic. Sometimes it happens that we have you know all the weekdays you have to work, and then there will be another set of deadlines coming in for the next week. So we have been through everything, but ho gaya, second and third year, it's done. Now in the fourth year, it's not that much load. Most of the core courses are completed for all the departments. In the fourth year, you can take electives or do projects of your own will, in the disciplines which you like, and in the domains which you like. So that really exempts some stress from you, and that's good.
So now let's talk about the senior interaction, since now you are also become a senior. लेकिन जब आप पहली
Yeah.
बार कॉलेज गए थे तो सीनियर्स के साथ कैसा
Yeah.
इंटरेक्शन था, कैसा गाइडेंस था, एंड आर देयर एनी केसेस ऑफ रैगिंग?
See, I don't remember anyone ragging me, and I have not seen anyone ragging anyone. So it's quite a ragging free campus, and that's what my seniors have been practicing. They didn't drag us. So we have kind of on their own, on their path. So we have inculcated that culture, and even we have not dragged our juniors. Even they have not, I'm quite sure, I hope. And so yeah, ragging to hota nahi hai. Plus seniors are really good. They're extremely friendly. It's just like you're talking to your elder brother. Help you out in almost everything. And we have we were, since it's a old IIT, I mean it's a quite new IIT, we got some more opportunities to work alongside them. You see, in the old IITs, this is the hierarchy. कि seniors ऊपर, juniors work for them, don't work with them. And that's what this nation IITs give you as an incentive. So you get to work along with them. You work hand in hand. So you get some more experience, plus there is more responsibility on you, and you try to give out your best every time.
आई थिंक दैट्स वेरी गुड कि अभी से एक ऐसा फाउंडेशन ला रहे हो आप लोग, क्योंकि बहुत सारे IITs ऑलरेडी एस्टेब्लिश्ड हैं, सो bringing a culture in your
Yeah.
IIT that you should work with your seniors is, I think, will be very fruitful in the future, I guess. So now let's talk
Yeah.
about a little bit of your hostel life. So how is your hostel life, and about the hostels, do you want to give any details, and about the mess food, how you found it?
Okay, so I'll start with hostel life. Um, so see, this is the thing. Um, in your whole day of 24 hours, the 4 hours you stay in your academic section or department building or something. The remaining 20 hours you are there in a hostel. So that's where everything begins. You start from there, you end it there. Everything which happens, which stays with you in the life, is in the hostel. So we have like quite many memories in my hostel. The hostel life is like very lively. It'll start in the night. So everybody stays till late night, works together for assignments, projects, and sometimes we just play cards, or we go out for a round if you're not feeling good. We just take a round around the campus. We bring in all our friends, we just make jokes, and that's the thing which makes our hostel life quite memorable. And so the hostel room is like, 6 people stay in a room. And yeah, the room, you can say that almost one person gets each room. So there are 6 rooms. We have some attached washrooms and all, so we don't have problem of common bathrooms and washrooms. And in a hostel there are 6 rooms such, of which I said you. And on the top floor we have like TT table, TVs, washing machines, and water purifiers. So all the daily requirements which you have, everything is there inside the hostel. So yeah, the hostels are really good. I have been to, I've been to Roorkee, I've been to IIT Roorkee, IIT Bombay, but I stayed in their hostels, but I quite find out that my hostel is much more better than theirs.
I think that's the benefit of having of studying in a
A
new
new,
IIT, yeah, because the
yeah,
infrastructure is
exactly.
very developed.
Yeah, it's new, and we are going to stay anyway for 4 years. So get that new feel of that, quite something good. And mess food, if I come to mess food, so I wish I had something good to say about that. But like, it's natural, like you don't find out good food outside your home. Nobody likes, yeah, nobody likes it. But uh, that's something which you have to deal with. That's trade off. That's some takeaway which you have to mm, be when you're at IIT. And I wouldn't say it's great. It's okay. It's edible. Food is edible. And yeah, we have been, we have some mess committee and all. So students give their responses. They give their complaints. They try to implement it as soon as possible, as much good as they can do. So yeah, I wouldn't say mess food is all good and all, but we have some other options like canteens and departmental stores and all, where you can find some alternatives if you don't like the mess food. So, and nearby there are some restaurants outside our campus. So when this all was not there, COVID and all was not there, so we used to go out regularly. In a month we can go twice or thrice. So you can go to the restaurants, eat something of where you belong, like you can say some North Indian food you can eat. Yeah. So we have options.
Okay, so I mean, I have interviewed many students from the South India, since IIT Dharwad in
Ah,
Karnataka, right? So their
yeah.
their their complaint was that I think the North Indian food they could not get as much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a
Yeah. So
problem with that, I
that's
think.
so see, actually, I before coming to IIT, I had stayed 4 years in Hyderabad, where I was preparing for IIT. So I had acclimatized to that South Indian food. I'm kind of used to it. So I did not feel such a sudden impact when I came to IIT, and all of a sudden South Indian food and all. You see, this the mess menu and all is structured in such a way that it does not benefits only South Indian people or North Indian people. There is a whole mixture of cuisines. So they add some North Indian. In the morning you have South Indian dishes. In the night you have some mixed egg or something like that. So the thing is, North Indian people, exclusively they want some parathas and all, which everybody likes. But since my college is in South India, the typical breakfast would be something like idli, dosa, and uttappa, upma. And sometimes many North Indian people don't like it, so that's not quite justified. But it's okay. Like
You get used
in
to
my
it, right?
yeah, and in my college, it does not quite happen that only South Indian items are served. Maybe in some local colleges, it might happen. I'm not sure of that. But because IIT is such a college where students come from different parts of the country, they have to make sure the food is quite diversified.
Okay, so now let's move ahead and let's talk about the girls to boys ratio in your college. How is the girls to boys ratio in IIT Dharwad?
Girls to boy ratio. Okay, so in my batch, there are around 17 to 18 girls and 100 boys, I guess. So it's like around 5.5 to 1, something like that. I
Now
mean,
there is
girls is to boys ratio is low because, but I feel that like now that they are adding this supernumerary seats and all, so there are some reserve seats for girls.
yeah.
Yeah, so they
So
are encouraging kind of girls admission to IITs and this engineering domain. So I think कि ratio बढ़ेगा या बढ़ना चाहिए.
So now let's talk about the most important question of this video, about the placements and about the internship opportunities, about the highest package, lowest package, about the IIT Dharwad.
Okay, so see, there is no generalization as such because many people, have the plans to study more. They take exams, they give their MS related exams, and many people are also planning to go for placements and internships. So in that sense, if you want to see, I think I'm not officially, it has not been published yet, but I guess the placement average placement for the last season was around 12 or 15 lakhs. So it's not something which the career development cell has published or officially given, but like when you talk to your seniors, you ask, hey bhaiya kitna hua and all. So in on an average you come to know that, like, okay, this is the average package which everybody is receiving. And you might feel like, the conventional status of Indian parents, they think that uh, it's very low, that IITs must receive around 1 crore or something. That
Not
stigma is,
everyone get this.
yeah, so that high number is not there for everyone. There are people who are like, or bhai, if they get like 5-6 lakhs job also, they're happy.
Yeah.
Because getting a job initially is the tough part. After that you can carry on, and that's what the core jobs are less. And after this COVID affected thing, it's more less. So it affected more on the placements and internships. But yeah, definitely the numbers have grown up. The companies which are coming have improved. The number of companies which are coming have improved, and I'm sure in the coming years they will improve much more. And the highest package was around 44 or 45 lakhs, I guess. And the quality of companies which are coming have also refined more. MNCs and all are taking interest in nascent IITs as well. So I guess companies like McAfee, Nasdaq, Ram Group, Texas Instruments, LTI, McAfee, TCS, Broadridge, Arista, all have come this year. So it's good. Internship drive was there. I would not say it was bad, but it was on the lower side than expected because of this COVID and all. The companies were more of like, our fiscal year is done. We are not much more interested to take more junior or interns this year. So the internship was on the lesser than expected side. But I think once this financial situation improves, I think more companies will also turn in. But again, there is this thing that the students who are extremely interested in their domains have been trying, outside the campus, off campus. So uh, LinkedIn पे try करेंगे. They will mail the professors. Okay, professors, I want to work with you. This is my profile. I have done this work. I'm interested in your this work. Let's collaborate. Let's work together. So that's what many students who are interested in their domains have been doing so far. and I don't know the exact number of internships, but some of my friends have got it, and I myself have completed my internship from December to May. So it was good. So the students who wanted to do or were, not dependent on the career development cell have done it somehow.
Now let's talk about the college fest and about the societies there and the name of your fest.
The last year हमने एक फेस्ट किया था, टेक्निकल फेस्ट पारसेक. Parsec is the name of our technical fest. We have uh, we had a 3 days fest in total, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We had called around 800 students to our campus on the span of 3 days. We had different competitions like coding, hackathon, robotics, CTFs, and some series of talks by some industry professionals. And it's the thing is that was the first time all the third year, second year, first year students had come together, puts in hours, weeks, and months of work. They had done quite some research, and seeing it implemented with your own eyes, it was quite some view, and that is something which will carry when you go out of the campus.
Yeah, it's become more enjoyable when you are part of the team and
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. When you are enjoying or just witnessing a fest is okay. The main why do you remember a fest, or why do you remember that you had done this? Because you are there in the entire process. So since I and my many of my friends were there from the start, who have been working relentlessly for this work and seeing it quite implemented, it was quite a show. We enjoyed it. And yeah, the fest was extremely memorable one. It was quite a successful one as well. But this year, due to COVID, we had to cancel the plans. But next year, since we are expecting the things get better and we do it again offline, I mean offline thing, and all the students come in again. और सोसाइटीज के बारे में बात करूँ तो यार, लाइक वी हैव थ्री डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ क्लब्स. So we have some technical clubs, we have this cultural clubs, we have some sports club. So technical club mein all this conventional clubs like robotics and astronomy club, coding club, and what else is there, all this there is some electric car club, Formula One club we had. There is an Institute Innovation Council who helps and guides for startups. So those are the technical clubs. For the cultural, you have this fine arts, music, photography, dramatics, etc., etc. And for the sports one, it's again common like cricket, football, basketball, volleyball, lawn tennis, TT, badminton. Yeah, so those all clubs are there, and you being an active student will definitely be a part of some of the clubs.
I mean, there for every interest there is a club. You'll find a club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's a IIT, right? So everything has to be there. It's being, and the main part is that many of my batchmate students, so 2018 batch, like the third batch of IIT Dharwad, itself made some new clubs. So that is what I was talking about in the start. So we get those opportunities to make new clubs, and the start of the club on how we will progress it and how we'll maintain it for the future uh, batchmates. So that is quite some experience.
So now let's talk apart from the academics and let's talk about the sports facilities there. So how about the sports infrastructure and different types of sports that are available in the college?
We have almost all the facilities which you have, like athletics, cricket, you have kits and all. For cricket, you have a couple of nets for practicing, and for volleyball there are courts. There are two courts for volleyball, and there is a lawn tennis court for practicing. There is a basketball court, there is a football and hockey ground, and everything you need is there in the sports room, sports equipment room. And just for the badminton, there is no court as such. So the people who go to intra-IIT, or who are a part of the team or the contingent of intra-IIT, they practice in a nearby institute called Agricultural University. So they have some standard courts, and they go there and practice there. So it's not quite far; it's very near, like 5 kilometers or so. So they go over there, practice, and come back to institute. So Just for the badminton, there is some exception, but everything else is there in our institute.
So now let's talk about the college alumni, since IIT Dharwad is quite new. So how did you get
Yeah,
connected from the college alumni, or how did you get help from them?
yeah. So see, college, you won't get a network as such, but you see that they have been developing in the past 2 years. So yeah, my super senior batch and my senior batch, they have passed out now, and they are in the different parts of the world right now. Many are graduating, doing their masters, and many are doing jobs in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi, Gurgaon, somewhere. And the main advantage which you get among this alumni network is they provide the real insights of the industry. So staying in IIT as you are a part of student, you don't know actually what is going on inside the company or how the actual groundwork happens, and that is what you get some insights from there. So this is the thing. So for example, तुम कोई एक domain में interested हो, and you will also have a similar senior who will be interested in that domain. So you maintain a contact with them when they go on their jobs and all. You get some feed from there. Okay, ऐसा होता है, and then your preparation for interviews or preparation in this domain changes accordingly to the requirements of industry, and that is something which alumni provides uniquely here. And yeah, they put in some word for you in their company, and if there are any openings, they help you out. And I had my couple of my seniors, when they had opening or they had some opportunities in their company, they readily emailed us, hey, if you're in this domain and industries, you can apply here, we'll be there to help you out.
Okay, so now let's move to last question of this video, about your overall conclusion and journey in IIT Dharwad, and कोई मैसेज जो आप देना चाहो स्टूडेंट्स को जो फ्यूचर में IIT Dharwad ज्वाइन करेंगे.
Okay, so this is, here it is. So see, you might have seen this new series of TVF, Aspirants. Yeah, so it says this very compelling dialogue. It says that there are three things which you require if you want to achieve anything: it's patience, perseverance, and dedication. So for the students who are preparing for JE, these are the three things which you must have. And yeah, definitely, I wouldn't be uh, superficial, and I would be committing a crime saying that एक बार IIT में आ जाओ and then life is chill. I wouldn't be saying that. But one thing is for sure, like being an IITian is the greatest pride someone can have in this country, and you can take it with pride and humility and take it to your grave. That is the greatest pride you can have in India. And yeah, that is what my message would be for the preparing juniors or upcoming batches. Uh, so as a conclusion, my college life has been memorable so far. It's very unique. It's exquisite, I would say. And all this night out submissions or assignments. एक दिन पहले पढ़ना एग्जाम के, कम marks आना, and then again go on with your life as if nothing happened. So it's just been a roller coaster ride, but that is what you learn staying in this environment. And leaving this college would be heavy, extremely heavy emotionally, but yeah, it will be a lifetime experience.
Yeah, that's very great to know that you enjoyed your life at college. So let's end this video here. Thank you so much, Rishit, for giving your time and honest opinion about your college and sharing information about IIT Dharwad. बिकॉज इस कॉलेज के बारे में काफ़ी ज़्यादा कम इन्फॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल थी इंटरनेट पे भी. सो आई होप कि आप लोगों को ये वीडियो पसंद आई होगी. तो वीडियो पसंद आई हो तो वही लाइक कर देना इस वीडियो को, एंड चैनल को भी आप सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर कर देना. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, अगर आपका स्टिल कोई भी डाउट रह गया रिगार्डिंग IIT धरवाड़, तो मैं ऋषित का जो भी सोशल मीडिया हैंडल है मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल दूंगा. तो कुछ भी डाउट है तो आप उनसे पूछ सकते हैं उनके सोशल मीडिया हैंडल पे. एंड उसी के साथ साथ अगर हमसे कोई भी डाउट है तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में जाके हमसे पूछ सकते हैं, एंड उसी के साथ साथ हमारे सोशल मीडिया हैंडल के लिंक भी आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएंगे। तो ऑन दैट नोट इस वीडियो को एंड करते हैं। आई होप कि आप लोगों को ये वीडियो पसंद आई होगी, और ऐसे कई सारे कॉलेज रिव्यूज़ हम इस चैनल पे लाने वाले हैं, और कॉलेज इनसाइडर्स के नाम से प्लेलिस्ट है जिसमें आपको अदर कॉलेज रिव्यूज़ भी मिल जाएंगे। तो मिलते हैं यार आप लोगों से ऐसी ही किसी अच्छी और अगली वीडियो में। टिल देन स्टे सेफ, स्टे हैप्पी, एंड वी विल सी यू गाइस इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो।